Hey guys, it's me Elizabeth. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something totally different that I've never done before on this channel, and I'm going to be cataloging books. That sounds maybe boring or it's weird or something, but I don't know. I thought I'd take you along with this process. First off, there is an app that I'm going to use. I will tell you what the name of the app is later because I can't think of it right now. Sorry. But basically, I'm gonna use this app to catalog books, and here's the situation. Eventually, I will be cataloging my books in this app, but right now, this split second, I'm gonna be cataloging the books in our library / house. Because it's my dad's dream to someday build some really cool bookshelves in our library and just have wall-to-ceiling bookshelves and put every single book in the house, basically, except for like our decorative bookshelf out there maybe, in that library. So he wants to catalog every single book that we own. He eventually, when he does that, he wants to take all of our books from the attic and just everywhere in the house and fill this library with them. Our library, basically, if you don't already know, we have a room that we call the library, and it is our back room. It's basically our TV room and our library. I want to help with this project because I'm a book nerd, so there you go. But I thought it'd be cool to help by start cataloging some of these books. As far as I know, on the app, there may be 3 random books that were put in there, but there's basically no books that are cataloged. So I just want to go back to the library, pick a shelf, and just start cataloging these books. I will tell you the process of how I do that, and I will also tell you what the app is once I am done filming this and I can look at what it's called. So let's just get into this. I guess I could show you our library and then just go from there and pick a shelf and start cataloging them. So the app is just called Bookshelf. You can connect your Google account or whatever, and then you can just start cataloging books. And the way you catalog them, let me see if I can show you, is you can just scan the ISBN number, and if you have super old books or something that doesn't have that, you can manually search and all that. It's really cool. So that's the situation. Let's go catalog. Okay, so excuse any background noise. There's people out in the other part of the house, and the air conditioning will turn on and off. But I'm gonna start with this shelf over here. This shelf consists with the majority of these books, I think. I mean, there's kind of a mix of books on this shelf, but there's a bunch of history stuff on this shelf. That's kind of one of the biggest things I think on this shelf, but it is just kind of a mix of books at certain spots as well. So I'm just gonna start cataloging these. I'm not gonna be able to film myself cataloging these because I have to use my phone and I'm filming on my phone. So I will just let you know the progress as I go along. So the way I've decided to do this is take off every book on each section of the shelf and just go through them and scan them into the app, and then when I'm done with that, I'll organize them roughly by genre on the shelf itself. I'm not taking off all the books at once and organizing all of them at once. I'm just organizing by each little section of the shelf. So I've got the top section done, and I've just organized it by genre. So we have Christian over here, history type things over here, classics and ancient over here, and then some random fiction, children's novels that are kind of just random random books. So now we're gonna move on to this shelf, but I just thought I'd mention that I am kind of trying to organize them a little bit. I'm not organizing the whole shelf the way it should be organized probably, but I'm just organizing each section of the shelf so that it looks nicer than it did previously. Number 2 is complete. Shelf number 3 is now empty. This is actually personally so much fun to do right now because I feel like doing it, so it's so much fun right now. I'm not saying it'll always be fun, but right now I'm having a blast doing this. See, don't they look so much nicer? I mean, they're still like kind of all mixed and mingled, but I did the same thing on this shelf as the top one. I just did Christian, history, classics, random, and like fictional, and just other random, whatever else is left. So 2 shelves done, and I think it looks amazing so far. Better than it did. That's what I have to say. If you can see the shelves down there, you kind of get an idea of what it looked like before. So better than it did. My process has been pulling all the books off of one shelf, scanning them and organizing them as I scan them, and then putting them back on the shelves. And I'm just kind of doing the same order of genre as the other shelves. Okay, I've mostly finished with this shelf. It's actually looking a lot better than it was before. I'm actually kind of impressed. I actually decided to sort by genre. I did it. I didn't take all the books off at once, but I took the sections that went together and put them on a specific shelf instead of doing it the way I was doing it before. So there's one shelf that's kind of mixed, and then the rest have like kind of their specific genre. These are the extra books. There's a stack over here that wouldn't scan or I couldn't find in the app. Those books, they belong somewhere else, I'm pretty sure. These 2 books, this is a duplicate, so I want to see if that's needed on the shelf. This one's an old book, so I figured I'd put that out with the old books. And I'm actually kind of excited because I found this book. It's called 1066, The Year of Conquest. I'm super into the, whatever this is called, 1066. William the Conqueror, that's what I'm looking for. William the Conqueror, Battle of Hastings. I really want to learn. I remember learning about this in history, but I want to learn about this again, learn more about this, and I love the bio tapestry. That's part of the bio tapestry. So I want to learn more about this. As soon as I saw this and I saw the bio tapestry on here, I was like, and then I saw it said 1066, and I'm like, that's such a coincidence that I've been thinking about that recently. So I'm pulling this out so I can read it, basically. But let me show you the shelf. This is how I did it. Over here we have history. In the middle of, between the history, there's just like a random classic that didn't fit on the classic shelf, and a bunch of like kind of random books here. And then we just have some like dictionaries / sciencey learning stuff like that. I don't know. And over here we just have more dictionaries and sciencey stuff. And that's this shelf up here. But majority of it is like Christian, and then just some kind of random leftovers that I didn't know where else to put. Next, we have our classic shelf. A lot of these are ancient classics, ancient Greece and Rome, but we've got a little bit of a mix in there. And then we've got the history section. I did put this paper back here. This was attached on the side of the wall. Figured it would look better in the back. This is something my mom made years ago. Basically, some of the books have stickers on them because years ago when we were kids and we did school for history, she would put stickers to represent like each different era in history. You could see what the paper says for the different stickers. The next shelf is like mostly just like children's fiction books / just fiction books in general. Most of these are kind of more on the children's side. And then the bottom is more history. And these are all of the like bigger books / leftover smaller books. But this is, once again, all history books. So there's actually 1 and 2 sections for history because we have a lot of history. So yeah, and it all fit pretty nicely. I mean, there's there's like one classic that didn't fit on the classic shelf, but all the sections fit in their perspective shelves pretty nicely. So yeah, that's my first time ever organizing a shelf back here, but it's kind of fun. I wasn't planning to organize it, I was just planning to scan all the books, but I decided it would be fun to organize it, and now it's complete. So there you go, guys. So that is shelf number 1 in this process of cataloging all of the books on the shelves slash in this house slash also the books on my shelves eventually. So I figured I would end the video here and I would do a video per shelf because we have a lot of books, a lot of shelves, and I might continue this today, I'm not sure, just because I'm having so much fun with it right now. But for the video, that is going to end here because it's probably long enough. I don't really know how long this is, but I figured a shelf per video works good enough for me. I've gotten that whole shelf categorized except for like the 5 books on the floor that I can't find on there. So there's a lot of books categorized. I didn't put them in categories or different shelves on the app. I just put them all in the app. I'm gonna have to sort them by their categories, I guess, in the app eventually. But for now, I just put them all in there so they're there. And yeah, this is shelf number 1 over there. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know what this is, and hope this was fun. I'm gonna hopefully continue doing this to the rest of the books. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below, all of that jazz. I will see you in the next one. If you're into history, historical, fashion, thing, check out my other channel linked below, and I hope you have your own fun reading adventures.